Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to walk you through and show you how I paint in Procreate, specifically painting landscapes. I love Procreate. I remember I downloaded the app, I think it was pretty soon after it was released. I had just gotten an iPad and oh my goodness, absolutely love it. If you like to paint and you have an iPad, highly recommend this app. There's a lot of things you can do, like little tweaks and settings and things like that. I don't know how to do everything, but I have a decent understanding. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to click the canvas, new canvas, and I normally do screen size because we are going to be using a reference photo in this. So it usually gives me enough space to have my reference photo over here to the left and then my drawing over here to the right. So I'm going to click the actions, insert photo, and I'm going to place this beautiful, beautiful picture that I found on Pinterest. I will link the photographer down in the description box. This photo is so beautiful and I thought it'd be a great reference photo. So I'm kind of just smush this over here to the left so it leaves enough space for that. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create another layer, and then I'm going to get my 6B pencil. My 6B is my go-to sketching pencil. And everything that I use is all in the presets except for Magic Chalk. I watched a YouTube video. I can link that in the description box as well. I can't remember the guy's name, but he walked through the different steps on how to make this specific brush. And this one's really nice because it's soft, but it still has some texture and it's great to build up. So that's a fun brush. But for sketching, I'm going to use my 6B pencil. Absolutely love it. So it gets some texture. Really, really nice. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create my canvas size. So I'm going to just create square. Okay, nice. So we have a square that's roughly the same size. So I'm going to go in and just add my sketch. And because it's lined up pretty well, I can kind of get an idea, you know, this is where the tree line is, kind of moving it over there. So really quickly, I'm just gonna speed through this and have my sketch. One thing I recommend is always flipping your canvas just because it helps your eye to see if there's any mistakes or things are off. Because, you know, I draw with my right hand, I tend to do this motion a lot, so things kind of tend to bend that way. So when I flip it, everything kind of goes one direction, so it's kind of nice to balance it out a little bit. I also zoom out a little bit sometimes if I see it from far away. It helps me to notice mistakes instead of if I'm like super close. Also, we'll sometimes take this one. Nope, not that one. I'll take my liquefy tool to push, and sometimes I'll just lower things if they're a little bit too high. Now that I have this sketch, I'm going to lower the opacity like that, about 34%. So I can still see it, but it's not in my face. And I'm going to create a layer below it. This is gonna be my painting layer. So I have been into like super painterly textured brushes, and I absolutely love this black burn brush. It just has so much texture and like grit that you can see. Oh, love a good textured brush. So I'm going to just color drop a random color over there, and I'm going to make my canvas. And I love for it to have a lot of texture on the edges. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. Awesome. So now that we have our canvas shape painted out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this and I am going to alpha lock it. So anything I draw or paint in here will stay within this border that I created, but what's awesome is that it'll still keep this nice bordered texture on the outside of the piece, which is what I want. So okay, so now that we have this, I'm going to just paint the basic background colors of everything real quick. So normally I start from the back and work my way forward. So the furthest is going to be the sky right over here. So I'm gonna take that, and I'm not gonna do it on this layer. So I'm gonna kind of paint the sky a little bit. Now that we have that, I'm going to click on another layer that's directly above this layer that we were just on. And I'm going to click clipping mask. And what that'll do is I won't be drawing on this layer, layer 3. I'll be drawing on a separate layer so I can focus on different things, but it'll still remain in this box. It'll only add color to the thing below it, which will be layer 3. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do these mountains over here. So I'm gonna get that, make my brush a little bit smaller, and hop on in. That I have that, I'm going to make this one layer 4. I'm going to click it and I'm going to alpha lock that. So now I can add different colors to the mountains, but it's going to stay within that shape we just created. I'm gonna hop on to the next layer. This is also going to be a clipping mask. It's gonna do the same thing. Now I'm going to work on the tree line. So this whole section right here. Do the next one, clipping mask. I'm going to be working on this section right here. So I'm just gonna get the base colors. actually gonna do another layer, and this is going to be the water layer. Okay, this one I can now go in and make it darker around the edge and don't have to worry about mixing the two. I'm actually gonna hop back to the background layer. I'm gonna take my blender, make it the same brush, and I'm just gonna, too much, I'm just gonna blend it out just a little bit. I'm gonna hop to this layer, the grass layer, gonna add another one on top. And I am then going to add the flowers, which will be so fun. I love flowers. Okay, so I'm actually gonna bring this down just a little bit so I can see the sketch better. I'm gonna do the orange. actually gonna go in here now. I'm gonna get rid of my sketch. I'm actually gonna hop back to these mountains and just go in and add a bit more texture. Okay, so now that I'm pretty happy with how this is looking, I'm actually gonna go to one of the top layers and I'm going to insert a photo. And right here I have a picture of some rust. So you can just Google pictures of rust or textured pictures. I'm gonna, ooh, I don't know what just happened. Somehow I have two. Okay, so I have this one and I'm going to place it on top of my painting. I'm gonna click the little N and I'm gonna go to multiply. Let's see, I'm going to put that on top. Gonna make it closer to this. Zoom in so I can see it better. I'm gonna put this over here. Play around with this, either multiply or overlay. Can't remember if I do overlay. Kind of flip-flop between the two, but I just love the texture that it gives it. So cool. I just recently started doing this. I think I'm gonna go with overlay, kind of like in the vibe. Obviously I wouldn't go that far. Probably right here just to add some texture. Awesome. And then on top of that, I'm going to color dodge. Oh my goodness. If you have ever color dodged, it is so fun. It just like adds magical life to it. I was about to say Bob Ross. Oh, what's his name? He color dodges everything and he's amazing. Ross Draws. Bob Ross. That's why I got confused. Ross Draws. He taught me how to color dodge. I had no idea what it even was. And oh my goodness, it's just the most magical thing. So kind of playing around with that. It's too much. Maybe a little bit of pink, kind of. I think I want more like a light. Here we go. Yeah, something kind of like that. So I'm gonna play around with some warm. And I'm gonna take my eraser and I'm gonna take out the parts that would not be in this light. If this was like a, a beam of light coming in, I'm gonna, whoop, way too big, take out the parts. So, these would be in shadow. Take this, gonna kind of play around. You can just see the magic it adds to it. Gonna a little bit, and then I'm actually gonna make this a bit more yellow. Just kind of clear. That's a bit too. Just gonna gonna add a little bit more of that highlight. I love color dodging. It's still something that I'm experimenting with. I have a hard time knowing where to place it and what amount, but I just love the magic and life that it brings to a piece. Okay, so now that I've done those, I'm actually gonna hop back to my trees because I feel like they could use a little bit more love than I've given them. One of my favorite quotes from Bob Ross, I actually mean Bob Ross this time, is there's nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend. I think that was my Instagram bio for like, oh gosh, at least like 2 or 3 years. I thought it was the coolest thing I'd ever heard someone say. And I think, no, I was gonna say, I think I'm done, but I don't think I am. I'm gonna add a little bit more oomph to this river. I feel like it's a little neglected. So I'm just gonna add a little bit more life to it. I go down here and sign it. I'm gonna do my ink bleed, and I'm gonna do that color. I'm just going to here we have this final piece. So now that I have this, what I normally will do is I will crop and resize, and I'll just get that out of there. Resize it. Done, and there you have it. Here's my final painting. Kind of zoom in at all the pieces. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel and comment if there are any different types of videos you would like to see me make. If you have any more questions about Procreate and how to use it. I know I kind of brushed over a lot of the things and was kind of speaking as I was going along, but I kind of forgot I was filming the video a few times and just was painting in silence. So let me know if you guys want a more detailed, more instructional video, or even just a video on all the different tools in Procreate. Just let me know and I can make that for you guys. But thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you being here. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye.